Mabuhay, mabuhay! Welcome to the celebration of the 2020 National Science and Technology Week with the theme Agham at Teknolohiya, Sandigan ng Kalusugan, Kabuhayan, Kaayusan at Kinabukasan. And I am your host, Regia Esperanza ng DOST Calabarzon na makakasama niyo ngayong umaga. Knowledge finds a way, kaya naman despite the current situation of the pandemic, sinikap ng DOST na patuloy na ma-celebrate ang National Science and Technology Week through virtual events. Kaya naman, kahit nahiwa-hiwalay tayo ngayon, tayo ay buklod-buklod at sama-sama pa rin gamit ang teknolohiya. Babatiin ko lamang po muna ang mga kasama natin ngayong umaga, ang DOST FNRI, DOST Calabarzon, National Nutrition Council, the Provincial City and Municipal Nutrition Action Officers, Barangay Nutrition Scholars, and Barangay Health Workers, partners from different national government agencies, our representatives from different local government units, media partners, and of course, our partner MSMEs. Also, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Mayor Lourdes Arcasetas of Nagcarlan, Laguna. Magandang umaga po. Retired Major General Fernando L. Mesa of Alabat, Quezon. The former Director of DOST FNRI, Dr. Mario Capenzana. PSTC Cavite Director Raul Castañeda, magandang umaga po. PSTC Rizal Director Fernando Ablaza, PSTC Laguna Director Samuel Caperiña, PSTC Quezon Director Maria Esperanza Hawili, PSTC Batangas Director Filina Malabanan. Ayan, magandang umaga po sa inyo, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Going back, we are celebrating the National Science and Technology Week, and with it is a package of different science, technology, and innovations related to kalusugan, kabuhayan, kaayusan, at kinabukasan. Bilang parte ng kabuhayan sector, hinandog ngayong taon ng DOST Food and Nutrition Research Institute ang Enhanced Nutribun, kung saan malaking parte ang naging trabaho ng mga regional offices para ipakilala ito at maghanap ng mga technology adopters sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas. At ngayong araw, buong yakap namin kayong tinatanggap at wini-welcome sa regional launching of DOST's Enhanced Nutribun. So to formally welcome all of us and open our event, I'd like to pass the screen to the Regional Director of DOST Calabarzon. Let us all welcome Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal. Sir Alex?
Yep. Thank you very much, Ms. Krisha. Is my audio loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Yep. So magandang umaga po sa ating lahat na nakikisama at nakikibahagi sa ating palatuntunan, virtual na palatuntunan ngayon dito sa ating another segment ng ating National Science and Technology Week celebration. Sa tema ng ng kabuhayan. Pwede ring idugtong sa kalusugan kasi ito ay nakatutok sa pagkain. At syempre, kung tayo ay merong mga nakaraang memory, lalong-lalo na yung mga nasa edad ko, nasa bracket, mga pinanganak simula 1955 hanggang early 70s. Meron tayong tinatawag na Nutribun na pagkain nung tayo nasa elementary. At ngayon ay babalikan natin itong mga pagkain na ito at binigyan natin ng halaga lalong-lalo na sa maitutulong sa kabuhayan. Isang magandang umaga po sa ating lahat at nais ko po sanang batiin muna ang ating mga kasama sa programang ito. At nabanggit na kanina ni Krisha ang ibang mga panauhin, lalo na ni General Mesa, ang ating buting mayor na nagkarlang, si Ma'am Honorable Lourdes Arcasetas, si Doc Mar, Kapansanan, dating FNRI Director. Butang natin kay Director Mario kung bakit po may Nutribun ngayon at sa kanyang mga kasamahan, lalong-lalo na kay Dr. Milflor Gonzales, na siyang officer in charge ngayon doon sa DOST FNRI. At si Dr. Agdepa, ano po. At gusto ko rin batiin ang ating kasama sa National Nutrition Council. Alam ko po, kung hindi ko po lang nakikita si Ma'am Charina Santiago ay lagi po itong natin kasama pagdating sa nutrition. Subalit dito po ay kasama natin si Ms. Sara Clarissa Nagino ng National Nutrition Council. So yung mga provincial, city nutrition, municipal nutrition action officer po, mga minaw at mga volunteers po natin from the barangay nutrition scholars and health workers, partners in the national government agencies, representatives of LGUs, and other colleagues in the DOST Calabar Zone and FNRI. Nakikinig din po ngayon at ating panauhin ang ating butihing gobernador ng Laguna. At gwapong-gwapo at napakasipag po. Lagi po yan nasa field. Nagbigay po siya ngayon ng panahon upang makinig at makibahagi sa atin. Ang ating butihing gobernador, Ramil Hernandez. Magandang umaga po, sir.
Good morning. Good morning po, sir. Good morning po.
Welcome po at ako po ay nadi-delight at ang aming mga kasamahan dahil alam kong pagdating sa nutrisyon at kalusugan, even sa kapakanan at kakaligtasan ng ating mga mamamayan ay tayo po ay laging nangunguna para sa Laguna. Salamat po na marami. Okay, so our partner MSMEs are also welcome here kasi sila po ang ating ngayon pinagtutuunan na maging pinakasandigan at pinakahaligi paano mag-move itong nutrition ban. Hindi po yung ban na pinagbabawal, kundi ban, B-U-N. Kung atin pong titingnan, malaki rin ang potential nito upang suriin ng ating mga kasamahan sa DepEd, yung mga nagagawa ng mga pagkain sa DepEd, at even sa state universities and colleges, na tingnan itong technology ito kasi pinagkaloob na sa atin ng FNRI yung pagkakataon na kung bigyan natin ng license also for a technology transfer, yung mga state universities na merong canteen o may food service units for them to go into the production of the Nutribun. At pwede rin po siguro gawin yan sa mga eskwelahan, sa mga accredited ng mga local government units. Muli, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Pero today, we are launching the Enhanced Nutribun in the Calabar Zone region. Parte ito ng pagdiriwang natin ng National Science and Technology Week na may temang agama teknolohiya, sandigan ng kalusugan, kabuhayan, kaayusan at kinabukasan sa ilalim ng sektor ng kabuhayan at sabi natin, maaaring kalusugan. Ang Nutribun na ito ay handog sa atin ng DOST FNRI o yung Food Nutrition Research Institute. One of our objectives in pushing for the revival of the Nutribun is to combat micronutrient malnutrition. Maaring marami tayong nakakain na pampalusog, lalo yung mga carbohydrates natin, lalo na yung titignan natin yung ating mga complementary food production project sa mga local government units. Subalit ito, mahalaga ang pagkain ng masustansya at magkaroon ng malakas na resistensya laban sa sakit. Dulot ng mga micronutrients. Lalong-lalo na ngayon sa panahon ng pandemya. Ang Nutribun ay itinuturing na ready-to-eat complete meal. At ako'y nakatikim na po. At kung kayo po ay sanay sa panlasa na kumakain ng mga tinatawag na dinner roll, ito masarap po ito. Although mas siniksik. Kasi yung dinner roll, puro mahangin yun eh. Maliliit at mahangin. Subalit ito, yung isang konsumo mo ng Nutribun, yung medyo may kalaki yan. Pero kung tutuusin ko, ito kakainin ng adult o kaya ng mga bata, tamang-tama ang sustansyang dinudulot nito sa kalusugan natin. Ang Nutribun natin ay sabi natin, complete meal. So nandiyan na po, ipapaliwanag mamaya ng ating kasama kung bakit ito naging complete meal. Higit sa aspetong pangkalusugan po, we aim to help our MSMEs sa sektor na to rise above the damage brought about by the successive typhoons, even yung naunang Taal eruption. And under the new normal, pwede natin itong gawing isang napakagandang dugtong sa ating hanap buhay, pagpapalakas ng hanap buhay natin, lalo na mga may bakery na po. Gusto ko po sanang batiin yung unang 8 na mga MSME natin na nag-sign na ng license to operate, license agreement na with our FNRI. Ibig sabihin, meron na silang lisensya para mag-produce at mag-market. At natikman na po natin ito. Batiin po natin ang ating mga kasamahan sa MSME katulad ni Amiras Buko Tart. Yan po ay sa Cavite, malapit sa Tagaytay. Kasama po rin sa Cavite ang MRG Food Products. Ang Gemsis Cake Shop po sa San Pablo at Golden Wheat Bakery ng Laguna. Ang Swiss Pharma Research Laboratories po, nag-produce na rin po sila. Sa Rizal po, meron po na nagpo-produce na ngayon ng Momilo Mio. Ang Batangas po, yung ating tanyag na Panaderia Pantoja. Nandiyan na po yan at nagpo-produce na rin po ng ano. At sa may bandarian po ng San Jose at bandarian ng Lipa, even Batangas City, nandiyan na po ang ating nagpo-produce na San Jose Workers Multipurpose Cooperative. Patunayan po, 14 po yan. May 6 na pong nakasalang pa. At susunod po, marami nag-a-apply pa po. Meron pong 4 pa. So kung tutuusin po, ay pinakamarami ang ating mga mag-commercialize at mag-a-adapt nitong technology nito. Siguro matadagdagan po ito kung yung ating mga local government units, state universities, at saka DepEd could produce this ban and pwedeng itulong ito sa DSWD po. Katunayan, yan po magiging mensahe ng ating tagapagsalitang Paunohing Pandangal na magbibigay ng kanyang mensahe. Ang ating pong Secretary Nograles po, siya po yung ating panauhin mamaya na magbibigay ng kanyang mensahe tungkol sa Nutribun. Palakapan po natin virtually yung 8 nauna at susunod ay palakpakan din natin mga susunod na mag-a-adapt ng technology. Ako po ay may mungkahi lamang sa ating taga-FNRI. Sana kung makaka-produce tayo ng medyo yung smaller version ng ban, baka mas maganda. Kasi katulad ng mga medyo may edad na, katulad ko, hindi ko kayang ubusin yung ban na napakalaki. Di po ba, Ma'am Miraflor? Baka mukhang medyo malaki-laki ng konti. Tingnan natin yung medyo maliit-liit na parang dinner roll. Parang merienda, mahirap umuyain ng biglaan at tataas ang sugar. Thank you very much po. So ngayon po, para masiguro ang kalidad ng produktong ito, nakasama na rin natin ngayon at nakapag-conduct na ng virtual site at ocular inspection yung mga pasilidad ng ating MSME. So dumaan to sa masusing pag-evaluate para makita kung akma na ba yung kanilang gawaan in terms of food safety and requirement of a bakery facility. Nakipag-coordinate na rin po tayo sa DepEd at DSWD tungkol sa pagsusupply ng Nutribun sa mga feeding program sa mga paaralan at komunidad. Kaya lang po napakalaki ng requirement pero hindi po matutugunan dahil sila po ay bulk buying in terms of natawag nating bidding. Ito po sana yung bidding requirement. Baka naman magkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na pag-usapan to sa rehiyon. Kung hindi kaya ng isang negosyante, baka pwede natin pagtulong-tulungan at pag-usapan ng mga negosyanteng na walong nabanggit na sige tayo mag-bid as one doon sa DSW at DepEd. Kasi baka ngayon yung taga Region 1 lang ang manalo. Nauna na yung taga Region 1, yung taga Pangasinan. Nakakapag-bid na sila. I think they have an order of 1 million pieces of Nutribun. Yun ang nabalita ko. Totoo ba yan, Ma'am Miraflor? 1 million?
Meron na nga po. Meron na RD.
So ngayon, ay hindi tayo papatalo sa Region 4. No po, dahil tayo laging, lalo na ang Laguna, laging una. So kailangan po nating lumaban. Tingnan natin para hindi na puro, ang tawag natin dito, hindi naman masama ang noodles kung pagagandahin yung noodles at hindi sardinas.
Tama po.
Sana tama itong Nutribun, itong ating ano. Okay, nasa gitna po tayo ngayon ng isang malaking proyekto na maidala ang Nutribun sa publiko. Marinig natin mamaya ang status ng Nutribun technology transfer mula sa mga kaibigan natin sa FNRI. Ipakikilala na rin natin muli ang 8 licensed and trained technology adapters. May magsasalita po yung experience nila at mga mungkay para natin ito larga sa merkado ng mas mabuti at mapakinabangan even hanggang doon sa coastal communities na ngayon at mga binabaha na walang makain. Ano po, nakakaawa po yung ating mga kababayan dyan. So bali ko ito ready to eat, hindi naman ito mapapanis agad, lalo kung gaganda ng packaging, makakarating po ito ng maayos. Mananatiling aktibo dito kami sa Calabar Zone, sa DOST at ang aming pamilya na gamitin ang agham at teknolohiya, science and technology na may angat ng ating kalagayan kahit sa gitna ng pandemya. Thank you po sa pakikisama sa aming araw na ito. At sana po ay marami tayong mapulot at maiangat natin ang ating ekonomiya sa pamamagitan ng kabuhayan. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Magandang umaga po.
Thank you so much, Sir Alex. Kasama rin po pala natin si Governor Ramil Hernandez. Magandang umaga po. Ayan. Nabanggit nga po ni Sir Alex na ang Enhanced Nutribun na isineselebrate po natin ngayong umaga ay handog sa atin ng DOST FNRI. Ang e-Nutribun na ito ay itinuturing ng ready-to-eat complete meal. Makikilala natin maya-maya ang ating mga technology adopters ng e-Nutribun dito sa Calabar Zone. Maraming salamat pong muli, Sir Alex. Now, let's hear the inspirational message from the officer in charge of the DOST Food and Nutrition Research Institute, Dr. Milflor S. Gonzalez. Ma'am?
Thank you. Magandang umaga sa lahat. Am I clear? Malakas naman?
Yes po.
Ay, salamat. Kasi
yes, ma'am.
Mahina. Marami pong salamat and once again, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. May I first acknowledge Honorable Carlo Alexi B. Nograles, our Secretary to the Cabinet, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, our DOST Calabar Regional Director. Magandang umaga po, sir. Santiago, our NNC Calabarzon Regional Nutrition Program Coordinator, Ms. Emelita P. Bagsit, DOST Calabarzon Assistant Regional Director for Technical Operations, Governor Ramil Hernandez, magandang umaga po, Governor. Ang ating pong mga adapters, Miss Gemma A. Nunag of Gemsis Cake Shop ng San Pablo City, Mr. Arthur Anthony G. Pantoja of Panaderia Pantoja. Gusto ko rin pong banggitin muli ang mga iba pa nating licensees, ang sa San Jose Workers Multipurpose Cooperative, Swiss Pharma Research Laboratories, Golden Wheat Bakery, MRG Food Products, Malus Bakery, Amiras Buko Tart House, Momi Lomio Food Ventures, at sabi nga po ni Regional Director Madrigal ay meron pang marami pang susunod. Fellow DOST employees, sa ating pong lahat magandang umaga. Bago po ako mag-umpisa, gusto ko pong sabihin na tuwang-tuwa ako kasi virtual homecoming ko po ito dahil ang aking pong mga magulang ay taga Paite, Laguna. So ako po ay tubong Laguna. Hindi po ako pinanganak sa Laguna pero every year, tuwing Mayo, kami po ay umuwi ng Paite. Gusto ko rin pong i-acknowledge ngayon ng aming former Director of the Food and Nutrition Research Institute, si Dr. Mario Capansana. Doc Mar, maraming pong salamat sa pagsama ninyo sa amin ngayon. At tama po si Regional Director Alex na si Doc Mar po ang sige po, ayaw niya ng tatay. So siya po ang kuya ng Enhanced Nutribun. Dahil bago po nag-retire si Dr. Kapansana ay talagang he pushed for the formulation at para po ma-transfer namin ang technology ng Enhanced Nutribun. So distinguished guests and fellow workers in the government, let me start with a quote from Aaron Patzer, the founder of Mint.com. According to Aaron Patzer, solve a real problem. You don't start a company because you want to be an entrepreneur or the fame and glory that comes with it. You become an entrepreneur to solve a real problem. This was lifted from the visualcapitalist.com website article. Drawing inspiration from the implication of this quote, the Department of Science and Technology's Food and Nutrition Research Institute is truly glad and we appreciate that Calabarzon, through DOST 4A, has heeded the urgent call to help solve socioeconomic problems that worsened during the COVID-19 pandemic. This regional launching of the enhanced Nutribun in Calabarzon will not only help improve the nutritional status of young children of school age for whom this technology is intended and their families as well, but will also provide livelihood and income for our technology adapters, their workers, bakery supplies dealers, and farmers planting squash. The enhanced Nutribun technology developed at DOST FNRI are being promoted and marketed nationwide through the Institute Technology Transfer and Commercialization Program and our Malnutrition Reduction Program that are all aligned with the DOST thrust of rolling out science-based solutions to problems like malnutrition and lack of livelihood opportunities. The enhanced Nutribun technology is just one of the various food-based technologies and science and technology services being rolled out nationwide in response to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 2 to help end hunger and malnutrition and as our contribution to the Zero Hunger Interagency Task Force led by Cabinet Secretary Nograles. For those of us who have throwback memories of the original Nutribun of the 1970s, sabi nga po ito ni R.D. Madrigal, we assure you that the enhanced Nutribun of today is more delicious, softer, appealing, and most important of all, more nutritious as it is enhanced with more vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients. We at DOST FNRI is confident that this regional launching of the enhanced Nutribun will spur further interest and adoption of the technology as well as of other food technologies and the availment of other S&T services. By encouraging more technology adopters throughout Calabarzon, the enhanced Nutribun will be more affordable and accessible. Most importantly, we will be able to help rehabilitate more malnourished children, offer an age and nutrient appropriate food product for feeding programs and relief operations during this prolonged pandemic and series of calamities. Rest assured that the DOST FNRI through DOST Calabarzon is always ready to serve you through science-based interventions, especially during this pandemic. On behalf of the DOST FNRI, especially its technology generators, technology transfer officers, and promotion and marketing teams, thank you for this opportunity to share the enhanced Nutribun technology to your region. Together, we can help solve the real problems of hunger, malnutrition, and lack of livelihood opportunities. Muli po, maraming salamat. Ingat po tayong lahat. Salamat po.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gonzales. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Narinig po namin sa inyo yung inyong dedication po na tulungan ang ating mga mga mamamayan, mga kapwa Pilipino, gamit nga po nitong enhanced Nutribun para i-combat po ang nutrition malnutrition. Ayan. So bago po tayo magpatuloy, i-acknowledge ko lang po, kasama rin po natin ang president ng Kabisig na si Miss Vicky Winiki, si Narisa N. Piscos ng Happy Morning Show. Happy morning din po at at kasama rin po at ang mga kasama rin nating iba pang media groups. Ayan, kasama rin po natin ngayong umaga si Ma'am Lilibeth Petelia Padilla ng STII at si Sir June Prudencio ng ITBI. And may mga kasama rin po tayong mga staff ng Department of Education. Ayan. So,
Ma'am Krisha, andiyan
Yes,
po
po.
rin si Ma'am Annabel Surara. Magandang para sa mga
Ayan.
taga Cavite.
Hello. Ay, magandang umaga din po, ma'am. Ayan. So, good morning po.
RD, yung pong sinasabi ninyo na sana may mas maliit na Nutribun kasi masyadong malaki. Meron po tayo 80 grams.
Yun.
Wow, opo.
Thank you very much po.
Ay,
Thank you very much.
wow.
Pareho po tayo eh. Hindi ko kayang ubusin yung 160 grams kasi ang bigat ko, sabi ni Miss Annabel. Meron na, RD.
Thank you very much.
Wow, yes po. So, meron po pala tayong mas maliit na version po ng Enhanced Nutribun. Ayan. Tuloy po tayo. Of course, for every problem, we have a solution. Nutribun was initially created as aid to the rising cases of malnutrition in the country. And ibinalik nga ito dahil sa muling pagtaas ng kaso ng undernutrition sa ating bansa. To help us better understand the nutrition status of our country and specifically in our region, we have Ms. Zara Clarice T. Mejino, the Nutrition Officer of the National Nutrition Council of Calabarzon. Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning po.
So can everybody hear me po loud and clear?
Yes po, loud and clear.
Okay. So in behalf po of our Regional Nutrition Program Coordinator, Ms. Karina Z. Santiago, so I'm Zara Clarice Mejino po, the Nutrition Officer 3 of the National Nutrition Council Calabarzon, and I'll be presenting the regional nutrition situation of Calabarzon based po sa ating 2019 OPT Plus results. So the outline of my presentation would be the discussion on the regional OPT coverage trend, the 2019 OPT Plus results based on the height for age and weight for height, and the summary of issues. Next slide, please. So last 2019, the Calabarzon has a regional OPT coverage of 74.9%, where out of the 1.7 million preschool children, there was 1.2 million preschool children na natimbang. Next slide, please. And for the 3-year OPT Plus conducted last 2017 to 2019, there was an average of 74% regional OPT coverage, where there was 74.2% coverage last 2017, 71.7% coverage last 2018, and 74.9% coverage last 2019. So let's now discuss naman po yung results of the OPT Plus 2019 results for the height for age. So based on the 2019 OPT Plus results of the region, there was around 87.5% children or 1.1 million children who has normal height for their age. However, as for the stunted and severely stunted children, 5.99% were stunted and 2.66% were severely stunted sa ating region. So baka akalain po natin na porket 5% or 2% lang po yung ating prevalence is maliit na pong numbers iyon. So hindi po totoo yan dahil converting them to absolute numbers, katumbas po iyon ng almost 110,000 children in the region who are suffering from stunting or pagkabansot. Next slide, please. So checking on the age distribution of those 110,000 stunted children, the highest prevalence of stunted children is of those 48 to 59 months of age. So yung 23.45% na prevalence pong iyon ay katumbas po ng 25,800 48 to 59 months old children who are suffering from stunting or pagkabansot. Next slide, please. Okay. So, ito pong graph na ito is from the DOST-FNRI 2008 to 2015 NNS o yung kanila pong National Nutrition Surveys where the orange lines represents the 2008 NNS, the green line for the 2011 NNS, the yellow line for the 2013 NNS, and the blue line for the 2015 NNS. So, meron po tayong 3 observations based po sa ating graph. So, yung first observation po natin, as early as 0 to 5 months, about 11 to 14% po ng Filipinos are stunted. So, ano pong ibig sabihin nito? So, this indicates that suboptimal nutrition during pregnancy and even at birth ay nangyari. So, it is likely that the stunted children at 0 to 5 months also had low birth at weight. Ayan. So, yung second observation naman natin, so the level of stunting slightly increases to 14 to 17% at 6 to 11 months, then increases naman sharply at the first to the second year at 27 to 40%. So, ano naman pong ibig sabihin yan? So these data provide indications of the suboptimal breastfeeding and complementary feeding practices of Filipino mothers and their children. Ayan, pagpasensyahan nyo na po yung mga dumadaan na mga jeep. Ayan, so nasa bahay po kasi ako. So, ayan po, next slide please. So, upon checking naman po yung stunting prevalence of the region from 2017 to 2019, so meron po tayong decrease in the prevalence trend from 11.09% in 2017 to 8.43% in 2019. So let's look naman po in the prevalence of stunting sa ating provincial level. So next slide please. So let's start with the province of Cavite. So for the province of Cavite, there was a decrease in the prevalence of stunting from 11.27% or 34,300 children in 2017 to 7.06% or 21,500 children po yung stunted natin last 2019. Next slide please. Ayan. As for Laguna Province naman, so meron din tayong decrease o pagbaba sa prevalence for stunting. So from 7.72% or 22,500 stunted children noong 2017, so naka-achieve naman tayo ng 5.67% or 16,700 children po yung stunted natin last 2019. As for the Batangas Province naman, so meron din tayong slight decrease in the prevalence of stunting from 8.4% or 20,700 stunted children in 2017 to 7.23% or 16,500 children who are stunted in 2019. As for the Rizal Province naman po, so meron din tayong decrease in the prevalence of stunting from 9.37% or 26,000 who are stunted in 2017 to 8.31% or 22,300 children who are stunted in 2019. So lastly po, we have Quezon Province. So there was also a decrease in the prevalence of stunting from 21.83% or 36,600 stunted children in 2017 to 19.57% or 29,700 children who are stunted in 2019. So, syempre, kasama po yung ating HUC o yung ating highly urbanized city na Lucena City na nagkaroon din ng decrease in the prevalence of stunting from 23.56% or 4,800 stunted children in 2017 to 14.66% or 3,100 children who are stunted in 2019. O yan. So, dyan naman po sa ating screen, so makikita po natin dyan yung top 20 municipalities with high stunting prevalence from the 2019 OPT Plus results. So, I'll just be discussing po yung first 3 municipalities natin. So, we have Patnanungan, Quezon with a total prevalence of 36.54% or katumbas po yun ng 505 children na 0 to 59 months old na stunted or severely stunted. So meron din po tayo sa Panukulan, Quezon with total prevalence of 35.54% o katumbas po yun na 378 children na stunted or severely stunted. And for the third highest municipality with the high stunting prevalence, we have Humalig, Quezon po with total prevalence of 35.07% or katumbas po yun ng 195 0 to 59 months old na stunted and severely stunted children. So meron, andyan din po sa listahan natin ang Burdeos, Quezon, Siniloan, Laguna, Buenavista, Quezon, Ginyangan, Quezon, Infanta, Quezon, San Andres, Quezon, Onisan, Quezon, Itogo, Quezon, Pililla, Rizal, Lumban, Laguna, Cavinti, Laguna, Perez, Quezon, Mabitak, Laguna, Calabag, Quezon, Paitay, Laguna, General Nakar, Quezon, at Macalelon, Quezon. So next slide, please. So for our next discussion, so i-discuss naman po natin ngayon yung ating weight for height. So just a brief background lang. So having a low weight for height, so ibig sabihin po nito is wasting or thinness. So ibig sabihin po nito, it indicates in most cases a recent and severe process of weight loss or pagkabawas po ng timbang. So usually po yung pagkabawas po ng timbang o pagkapayat ay na-associate po natin with acute starvation o pagkagutom o kaya naman ay severe disease o yung may sakit. Ayan. So based po sa ating 2019 OPT Plus results, so 92% children po or 1.1 million 0 to 59 months old children ang meron pong normal weight for their height. So however po, 2.38% po or 30,000 children naman po yung wasted or payat, while 1.1% or 13,900 children po yung severely wasted or sobrang payat. So as for the overweight and obese naman po, we have 2.36% or 29,700 children na overweight, while 1.69% or 21,300 children ang obese. Next slide, please. Ayan. So, pag pinagsama po natin yung ating mga wasted and severely wasted children, so meron po tayong total prevalence of 3.48%. So, katumbas po iyon ng 43,996 na 0 to 59 months old children. So, looking naman po sa ating age in months distribution, so sa 43,900 po, na wasted and severely wasted children, 20.6% or 9,000 children po ay galing sa 12 to 23 months of age na nagsasuffer sa wasting and severely wasting. Next slide, please. Ayan. So looking naman po in the provincial level, so we have in Cavite province, so ang prevalence po ng wasting is 3.58%. So that's 10,900 children who are wasted. As for Laguna province, next slide please. As for Laguna province, they have prevalence of 2.08%. So katumbas po yun ng 6,000 children who are wasted or payat. For Batangas province, they have 2.28% prevalence of wasting. So that's 5,200 children who are wasted. And for Rizal Province, we have 4.32% or 11,500 children po yung wasted or yung payat. So, for Quezon Province naman po, so wait lang po. Ayan, sorry po sa ingay sa background noises. Ayan, so for Quezon Province, so meron tayong prevalence na 6.23% for wasting, or that's 9,100 children who are wasted. And for our HUC, so we have Lucena City with prevalence of 5.97% or 1,200 children who are wasted. So next slide please. Ayan. So ito naman po yung prevalence natin ng wasting based po sa ating municipal level. So we have po Cainta Rizal with total prevalence of 14.51%. So that's 5,000 wasted and severely wasted children. So for top 2, we have San Andres Quezon. So that's 14.05%. Hello? May sound po?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Clear naman po.
Sige, thank you. For San Andres Quezon, so yun nga, 14.05% or katumbas po yun ng 500 children na payat. And for Patnanungan Quezon, we have total prevalence of 9.99% or 138 children who are wasted and severely wasted. So, andyan din po ang Panukulan, ang General Luna, ang Humalik Quezon, ang Quezon, ang Sariaya Quezon, ang Pililla Rizal, ang Rosario Cavite, ang San Narciso Quezon, ang Calawag Quezon, ang Rizal Laguna, ang Gumaca Quezon, Padre Burgos Quezon, Macalelon, Paite, Pulillo Quezon, Pagkawayan, and Pitogo. Ayan. So after po ng ating discussion ng stunting and wasting or stunted and wasted children, we also have po yung tinatawag nating overweight and obese as form po of malnutrition. So based po sa ating 2019 OPT plus results, so ang region po ay merong total prevalence of 4.05% na overweight and obese children. So katumbas po yun ng 51,100 children who are suffering from overweight and obesity. So yung 19.78% po doon ay katumbas naman po ng 10,000 children galing po sa kategoryang 36 to 47 months of age. Next slide please. Ayan. So i-discuss naman po natin per province. So for Cavite province, so meron po silang prevalence ng 4.8%. So that's 14,700 children who are overweight and obese. For Laguna Province, they have 2.05% prevalence or that's 5,900 children who are overweight and obese. For Batangas Province, yes. For Batangas Province, they have 4.28% prevalence or that's 9,900 children who are overweight and obese. For Rizal Province, they have 3.69% prevalence or 8,500 children who are overweight and obese. And lastly, we have Quezon Province with 4.99% prevalence or 7,300 children who are overweight and obese. So, i-discuss din po natin yung Lucena City as HUC. So, they have 5.97 prevalence or 1,200 children who are overweight and obese. Ayan. So for my last slide, so ito po yung issue natin sa ating rehiyon. So yung malnutrition po ay nananatili pong isang public health concern pa rin po sa ating rehiyon kung kaya tayo po ay nangangailangan po tayo ng kaagarang action para po dito. So that's all po for my presentation. Thank you po.
Ayan, maraming salamat po, Miss Zara. Ayon nga po sa kanya, ang malnutrition ay isa pa rin pong pressing issue dito sa ating regions, dito sa ating bansa. Ayan, bagamat bumababa po ang bilang ng mga stunted, wasted, overweight at obese, still mataas pa rin po ang bilang ng malnutrition. Kaya po, siguro natin isineselebrate ang enhanced Nutribun natin ngayong umaga para i-combat itong malnutrition. Ayan. Bago po tayo magpatuloy, babatiin ko lamang po muna ang ating mga kasama po dito na mga media groups, ang DZJV Radio Calabarzon. Ayan, kasama po natin si Ma'am Rose Ann Sibag. Kasama rin po natin ang The Philippine Exposed Newspaper. Kasama po natin si Ma'am Josephine Esco Vidal. Magandang umaga po. What's up, Pilipinas? Kasama po natin si Ross El Rosario, DZEC Radio Aguila, Onet 25. Kasama po natin si Annabel Surara. Ayan, magandang umaga po. And DWBL 1242 KHZ FBS Network. Kasama po natin si Miss Horizon Chaser. Magandang umaga po. Ayan, batiin ko rin po ang mga kasama din po nating other media groups na local and national level. But babatiin ko rin po ang mga nanonood sa atin dito via Facebook Live ng DOST Calabarzon para po ma-invite niyo din po ang inyong mga kaibigan po na tunghayan itong Enhanced Nutribun. Pwede niyo pong i-check ang aming Facebook page. Naka-Facebook Live po kami doon sa facebook.com/DOST Calabarzon. Ayan, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. The malnutrition case in the country is something not to be ignored. And with the Enhanced Nutribun, umaasa tayo na mapapababa natin ito, ang kaso ng malnutrition sa ating bansa. Meron na tayong teknolohiya. Ito nga pong Enhanced Nutribun. Siyempre, kasunod na nito ay ang paghahanap natin ng technology adopters na tutulungan tayong mag-distribute ng Enhanced Nutribun sa mga nangangailangan nito. To give us the current status of the technology adopters of Enhanced Nutribun in the country, we have with us Ms. Leia B. Landicho of the Business Development Unit of DOST FNRI. Ma'am Leia?
Hello, good morning everyone. Let me share my screen. Can you please allow me po? Thank you. Ayan. Okay na po? Kita na po? Yes, ma'am. So, good morning again. I will be sharing with you updates on DOST FNRI Enhanced Nutribun Technology Transfer activities as of November 11 this year. This include the number and names of MSMEs from the different regions or provinces who already took up the challenge in becoming a DOST FNRI licensee. Also, I'll be sharing Enhanced Nutribun media mileage before and after its launch. As of, ayan po, ano po ba yung overview ng difference po between the 1970 Nutribun and the 2020 Enhanced Nutribun? For the 1970, we know that it was developed by nutritionists of USAID with 170 gram weight and hard texture. Si 2020 Enhanced Nutribun naman po ay merong 160 gram weight, 5 days po ang shelf life at room temperature and developed by DOST FNRI experts. Saan po ba sila nagkakatulad? Pareho po sila ng energy content, 500 kilocalories, and meron po 17 grams protein. Make sure po ng aming experts na na-retain po yung standard energy and protein content. Ano naman po yung in-enhance sa 2020 Enhanced Nutribun by FNRI? It has softer texture, natural yellow color, better taste and appearance, and also has micronutrients such as vitamin A, calcium, iron, zinc, potassium, and iodine. As of November 11, there are 93 letters of intent from potential licensees signifying their interest in adopting the enhanced Nutribun technology. After that, we replied to them formally, mentioning the different documentary requirements prior to the site visit. There are 47 virtual site visits conducted. This include virtual site inspection of the proposed or existing facility for enhanced Nutribun production as well as existing equipment. During stage, our experts, led by Engineer Charlie E. Adona, Mr. Richard L. Alcaraz, and Mr. JPS Dihuan, validate or match technology needs based on existing resources, on if the different areas of the facility are GMP compliant or not, assess the production capacity, and mention what additional equipment they have to purchase for and other essential recommendations. Upon compliance, client may now proceed to the signing of the technology licensing agreement. There are already 36 PLAs notarized and 36 virtual technology transfer trainings conducted. Among the 93 letters of intent received, 17 are from Region 4A. Congratulations po for having the greatest number of LOIs as of November 11, followed by Region 7, 13 LOIs, 10 from Region 5, 9 from Region 2, and the list goes on. As you can see, we are still hoping to receive LOIs from Region 12 and BARN. The subsequent slides show the name of licensees per region and the date we conducted a virtual site visit. We have 4 from NCR, 1 from Region 1, and 9 site visits conducted in Region 2. Meanwhile, we have 1 from Region 3 and 14 from Region 4A. Let me enumerate the name of Calabarzon licensees who underwent virtual site visit as of November 11. We have Gemsy's Cake Shop, Swiss Pharma Research Laboratories Incorporated, San Jose Workers NPC, MRG Food Products or Malus Bakery, Magic France Bake Shop and Cafe, Dough Pro Manufacturing and Trading Corporation, LGU Mauban, Panaderia Pantoja Incorporated, Golden Wheat Bakery, L. Richard Bakery, Anika's Home Bread Store, Momilo Mio, Congresswoman Angelina Helen Tan, and Amira's Bukos Art House. Congratulations po. From Region 4B, we have 3, 1 from Region 5, 3 from Region 6, 1 from Region 7, and 2 from Region 8. We also have 6 from Region 10 and 1 from Region 5. The next slides show the name of licensees vis-a-vis the date PLAs were notarized. There are 5 notarized PLAs from NCR, 3 from Region 1, 7 from Region 2, and we also have 7 from Region 4A, namely Gemsy's Cake Shop, Swiss Pharma, MRG Food Products, Panaderia Pantoja, Momilo Mio, Golden Wheat Bakery, and San Jose NPC. We have 3 notarized PLAs from Region 4B, 1 from Region 5, 2 from Region 6, 1 from Region 7, 6 from Region 10, and 1 from Caldera Administrative Region. The next set of slides show the name of licensees per region who already underwent virtual technology transfer trainings. In the interest of time, DOST FNRI did this by batch. In fact, there were instances where qualified licensees from the different regions attended the training simultaneously. Again, as of November 11, we have 3 certified licenses from NCR, 2 from Region 1, 9 from Region 2. We have 8 from Region 4A. Let me enumerate them. The certified licensees from Calabarzon are Gemsy's Cake Shop, Swiss Pharma, San Jose Workers MPC, MRG Food Products, Panaderia Pantoja, Momilo Mio, Golden Wheat Bakery, and Amira's Bukos Art House. We conducted 3 virtual tech transfer trainings from Region 4B, 1 from Region 5, 2 from Region 6, 1 from Region 7, we have 6 from Region 10, and 1 from CAR. So this is a developing story. Madadagdagan pa po ito as the days go by. At this juncture, I'll be sharing with you the approximate media mileage value and pass-on leadership value in connection with TOS FNRI Enhanced Nutribun technology. Media mileage po is the estimated saving of the Institute on promotion through the different media channels such as the television, radio, print, web posting, or web video. It is the cost of the promotion if the Institute would have to pay for it, but these are all received for free through the pickup of media of our releases, postings, forums, and our media partnerships. The followers, listeners, and readers of the media channels become the Institute's avenue to make enhanced Nutribun known and to promote a wider customer engagement. Let me just run through the approximate media mileage and PR value per media channel, but first, let me differentiate the two. Media mileage po is the estimated cost of the reach of a published or aired material or information based on audience reach and prime placement of a published or aired material or information. So ito po yung price or rate na supposedly po ay babayaran natin kung tayo po ay bibili ng time slot o space. PR value, on the other hand, is the production cost of paying the media outfits to publish or air an information or materials. Ito po yung estimated value na possible na na-generate po ng promotion or publicity. PR value is usually double, triple, or more times valuable than media value. For television, starting June 22 to October 31 this year, we have an approximate media value of more than 19 million and estimated PR value of more than 27 million. For radio, starting June 22, ito po palang for television, yung mga nag-cover po nito ay GMA News, DZRH, Net25, DZME, and others. For radio, starting June 22 to October 11 this year, we have an approximate media mileage of more than 12 million and PR value of more than 14 million. This is covered by DZWB, Radio Pilipinas, DZRH, and the Radio Agila, among others. For print, starting July 24 to November 13 this year, the approximate media mileage is more than 320,000 and PR value is 259,000 plus. For the web posting, starting June 22 to November 14 this year, the approximate media mileage is more than 6 million and the PR value is more than 8 million. Lastly, for the web video, dated June 21, both media mileage and PR value amounted to 50,000 pesos. As you can see, the total approximate media mileage in connection with enhanced Nutribun is almost 39 million, while the total PR value is more than 50 million. Ganyan po kalaki ang estimated savings natin on the promotion of enhanced Nutribun through the different media channels. Through the updates on enhanced Nutribun technology transfer activities as well as its media mileage, we have witnessed not only the numbers but also the underlying benefit of the technology itself. As Cabinet Secretary Carlo Nograles' direct quote emphasized, the Nutribun is an example of a science-driven solution that government is pursuing to address hunger and malnutrition. The enhanced Nutribun developed by DOST FNRI is more delicious, more nutritious, has better texture, made mainly from squash for better taste, and enriched with protein, iron, and vitamin A among others. This slide shows the actual pictures taken po by some of our new licensees just recently, looking at how the product reaches its target market, kids and families alike. In these trying times, both DOST and its licensees feel a deeper level of fulfillment. Together, let us heed to the call for a healthier and affordable food product amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. If you are interested sa ating pong mga audience to also become one of our licensees or for any other inquiries, please write or call our officer in charge, Office of the Director, Dr. Milslor S. Gonzalez. Again, a pleasant morning to everyone and thank you for your kind attention.
Maraming salamat, Miss Leah. Ayan, congratulations po sa atin dito sa Calabarzon sa pagkakaroon ng pinakamaraming technology adopters ng Enhanced Nutribun sa buong Pilipinas. Sana po ay madagdagan pa rin po ang ating makakasama sa pag-produce nga nitong Enhanced Nutribun na hindi lang na-retain ang energy at protein content ng dating Nutribun, kundi na-enhance pa ito ng added micronutrients. Ayan, maraming salamat po ulit, Miss Leah. Napansin na natin na marami-rami na rin tayo technology adopters. Nakita nga rin natin na medyo mataas din ang media mileage nitong Enhanced Nutribun dito sa ating bansa. Pero para sa mga nanonood na mga bakeries na interesado pang mag-adopt ng ating mga makabagong teknolohiya ng FNRI, pwede pa po tayong mag-adopt. Basahin ko lamang po muna ang isang comment ng ating kasamang nanonood sa ating Facebook Live, si Ma'am Grace Claveria Maniaga. Sabi niyo po, naaalala ko po nung nasa elementary pa lamang ako sa Binagbag Elementary School sa Quezon, lagi naming inaabangan ang pamimigay ng Nutribun kasi bukod sa libre, talaga namang mabubusog ka sa isang piraso dahil siksik ang pagkakagawa po nito. Ayan, so itong Nutribun po natin ngayon ay parang noong Nutribun na nalasahan po natin noong kabataan po natin, pero enhanced po siya. So, mas malambot, mas ng mga technology adopters natin here in our Pasensya na po. Ngayon, nalaman na natin ang status ng mga technology adopters natin sa Pilipinas. Let's give the spotlight to the technology adopters here in our region. Let's turn up our volume and welcome the 8 licensed and trained technology adopters of Enhanced Nutribun here in Calabarzon region. Let us watch this video.
Nakilala ang Nutribun na mula sa United States Agency for International Development noong dekada 70 bilang panlaban sa mataas na bilang ng malnutrisyon sa mga bata. Ayon sa 2015 National Nutrition Survey, 31.2% ng mga bata edad 5 hanggang 10 ay maituturing na underweight at 31.1% ng mga bata sa parehong edad ay maituturing naman na stunted. Kaya naman ngayong taon, inulunsad ng Department of Science and Technology, Food and Nutrition Research Institute ang pagbabalik ng Nutribun at sa pagbabagong bihis nito bilang Enhanced Nutribun. Maituturing na new and improved ang Enhanced Nutribun kumpara sa Nutribun ng dekada 70. Ito ay maaring ilarawan gamit ang tatlong M: masarap, masustansya at makamasa. Gamit ang Enhanced Nutribun at mga umiiral na proyekto ng Department of Education at Department of Social Welfare and Development, muling bubuhayin ang pamamahagi ng Enhanced Nutribun sa mga kabataan. Mula dito, inaasahang makatutulong ito sa paglaban sa gutom at malnutrisyon. Kaisa ang DOST Calabarzon sa layuning ito, kaya naman nagkaroon ng sunod-sunod na mga pagkilos para mas maparami ang mga technology adopters sa rehiyon at matugunan ang mataas na demand dulot ng mga proyekto ng DepEd at DSWD. Noon ngang September 8, 2020 ay isinagawa ang Technology Commercialization of Enhanced Nutribun for the MSMEs of Calabarzon Region para matulungang ipakilala ang teknolohiya sa mga local bakeries natin dito sa Calabarzon. Kasunod nito ay ang mas tutok na usapan kasama ang mga eksperto ng FNRI at mga interesadong technology adopters sa Calabarzon. Pinag-usapan dito kung papaano ang pagdadaan ng proseso sa pag-adopt ng Enhanced Nutribun. Malaki ang naging bahagi ng DOST Calabarzon Regional Team at higit sa lahat ng mga Provincial Science and Technology Centers sa pakikipag-ugnayan at pagtulong sa mga MSMEs na nagnanais mag-adopt ng teknolohiyang ito. Sa paunang tala ay mayroong 14 na interested technology adopters at lahat sila ay sumailalim sa virtual site assessment ng mga eksperto mula sa DOST FNRI. Sa ngayon, 8 sa mga ito ay lumagda na sa Technology Licensing Agreement at matagumpay na nakatapos ng Technology Transfer Training. Kaya naman, malugod naming ipinakikilala ang 8 licensed and trained technology adopters ng Enhanced Nutribun sa Calabarzon Region. Amiras Buko Tart House, Gemsy's Cake Shop, Golden Wheat Bakery, MRG Food Products or Malus Bakery, Momilo Mio Food Ventures, Panaderia Pantoja, San Jose Workers Multipurpose Cooperative, at Swiss Pharma Research Laboratories Incorporated. Sa kasalukuyan, patuloy ang pagtulong ng mga focal person mula sa DOST Calabarzon PSTCs upang makasunod sa mga requirements ng DOST FNRI ang iba pang mga MSMEs and LGUs na nagnanais ding maging producers ng Enhanced Nutribun. Para sa mga interesadong bakeries na nagnanais ding mag-adopt ng Enhanced Nutribun technology mula sa DOST FNRI, mangyari lamang na makipag-ugnayan sa pinakamalapit na Provincial Science and Technology Center sa inyong mga lugar. Sa pamamagitan ng science, technology, and innovation, sama-sama at tulong-tulong nating labanan ang malnutrisyon sa ating bayan.
Ayan, para sa mga kababayan natin dito sa Calabarzon, alam niyo na kung saang bakeries kayo tatakbo para matikman itong ating Enhanced Nutribun. Muli lamang po naming ipakikilala ang ating 8 licensed and trained technology adopters here in Calabarzon Region. From San Jose Workers Multipurpose Cooperative, we have Mr. Emmanuel Munda. Magandang umaga po, sir. From Panaderia Pantoja, we have Mr. Arthur Anthony Pantoja. From Good morning po. From Swiss Pharma Research Laboratories Incorporated, we have Mr. Benjamin Tantiansu. Magandang umaga po.
Good morning.
Good morning po. From Jency's Cake Shop, we have Miss Gemma Nunag. Magandang umaga po, ma'am. From Golden Wheat Bakery, we have Miss Lenny Aguilar. From Amira's Buko Tart House, we have Miss Virginia Malipol. Good morning po. Good morning po. From MRG Food Products, Malus Bakery, we have Engineer Ryan Banderado.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Magandang umaga po, sir. And from Momilo Mio Food Ventures, we have Miss Maria Victoria Oligario. Magandang umaga po. And thank you very much everyone for joining us today. Balito ko nga kahapon, nagpatikim na ang mga technology adopters natin sa mga partner government agencies and LGUs. At nakikita ko nga ang positive feedback nila na ito ay talagang pasok sa 3M. Masarap, masustansya, at makamasa. Pakinggan naman natin ang ilang insights from one of our technology adopters from Laguna. Everyone, please welcome Ms. Gemma Nunag of Gemcy's Cake Shop.
Good morning.
Good morning po.
Okay na.
Okay po.
Good morning. Today, I will be presenting to you our experience as an adapter, DOST adapter. First things first, let me introduce myself. I am Gemma Nunag, and together in the photo is my husband, Reginald Nunag. We own Gemcy's Cake Shop. Gemcy's Cake Shop is located at 8 Ridor Street, San Pablo City. Shown here is our new commissary. Years back, our commissary was located on the second floor of the Gemcy's Cake Shop building with an area of about 156 square meters, including our residence. With the technology upgrade from DOSC, we dreamt of building a state-of-the-art commissary, and 2 years ago, the dream came into reality. Next slide, please. Next slide. No, the products. Oh. Well, next slide. How did we came to know of paano nga ba namin nakilala ang DOST? My relationship with DOST started when a woman, Wilma Del Rosario, approached me in a party and asked me if I wanted money. Jokingly, I told her, who doesn't need money? She said, would I be interested for an additional capital from DOST? From DOST, she began telling me about the setup, which is the small enterprise technology upgrade. She helped me prepare the needed requirements, and the rest was history. The setup for me was like a loan with no interest, payable monthly for 3 years. And this is my first setup. The setup package was worth 1.5 million, and these are the equipments I was able to purchase from that said package. Then, not long after I finished paying my last appointed amortization, came the second setup package. This was worth 2.6 million. Next slide, please. And these are the equipments that I was able to purchase from that said setup package. With the setup package, I was able to upgrade almost all the existing bakery equipment in my bake shop and even bought added equipments. Next slide, please. DOST did not only give us the seed money for the upgrade, but they also provided seminars for the knowledge we needed in order to grow our business and consultancy services to run the business effectively and efficiently. These are the seminars I've attended from them. Seminars on product branding, seminars on FDA requirements, and in fact, GMC's Cake Shop already has a license to operate from FDA. Seminars on good manufacturing practice, seminar on basic accounting and bookkeeping, consultancy on cleaner production technology and energy audit. And the most important of all, I really appreciated this one, is the consultancy on the manufacturing productivity extension. Next slide, please. During the pandemic, the OST started working on the enhanced Nutribun with the goal to decrease the nutritional deficiency of Filipino children. Next slide, please. As mentioned earlier, I was granted 2 setup package by the OST. And in the years that I was with them, I diligently paid the monthly amortization, attended seminars, and submitted the required reports, and was even awarded the 2019 Best Setup Adapter in Laguna. Next slide, please. We underwent an interview, a virtual site visit. I submitted a formal letter of intent, then the accreditation, the training, and now the production. In fact, as we speak, my brother and my husband is now at the bidding for supplying the enhanced Nutribun for the school children of San Pablo City. It is said in the bidding that we will be supplying them 180,000 pieces of Nutribun early next year. Next slide, please. It is truly a great honor for us to be part of such a big project and a great opportunity for us to give back and help the Filipino children. Undoubtedly, it is a great business opportunity for us to grow as a company. From Gemsy's Cake Shop, our sincerest gratitude to the OST for giving us a lot of opportunity for the last 6 years. We promise to provide the children of San Pablo City the most nutritious buns. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Gemma. Thank you so much, Ma'am Gemma. Matagal na rin po natin nakasama si Ma'am Gemma dito sa DOST Calabarzon at sana po ay mas humaba pa po ang ating relasyon at kolaborasyon. Maraming salamat po ulit, Ma'am Gemma. And now, let's hear another testimony from the President and CEO of Panaderia Pantoja, Mr. Arthur Anthony Pantoja. Sir?
Thank you very much, Krishna. And magandang umaga po sa lahat ng mga kasamahan natin today. I-prepare lang po natin yung slides. Okay, ayan na po. Sige po, just a little bit of history. Next slide, please. Okay, so our company started as a virtual mom and pop shop. So, ibig sabihin po, couplepreneur, lolo at saka lola ko po ang nagsimula nito, si Mr. Aurelio at saka si Miss Celinda Pantoja. Ano po? And then, nung 1970s, napapasa po siya sa father ko, who took over the business and mechanized some of its operations. And then, noong 2000 po, I started working for the bakery as operations. And then I introduced some improvements in the operations and some systems to make it more efficient. And then in 2006, we became a family-owned corporation. 2012, we transferred to our new commissary. I don't know if we have slides for that, but we will see later. 2015, we started exporting to Japan and the USA. And then we also started distributing some of our products to 7-Eleven stores nationwide. 2016, we were CGMP certified by FDA. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so our company vision is to be one of the largest manufacturers of bakery products in the Philippines that has nationwide and overseas distribution in Asia, Middle East, and in the US. So our company vision mission is simple. It's to create value for our stakeholders. So sino po yung mga stakeholders natin? It's our customers, employees, suppliers, and business partners. Kasama na po dyan yung mga franchisees, our community, and of course, Mother Earth. And then, next slide. Yes, and then we adhere to our number one philosophy, it's profit with dignity. Next slide, please. So let me tell you about the venture of Panaderia Pantoja about the Enhanced Nutribun project. Okay, next slide, please. So ito po yung mga nangyari. Noong September 24, we attended the Tech Opportunity Seminar for orientation on adoption of e-Nutribun. And then we sent a letter of intent to adopt the e-Nutribun to PSTC Batangas. And then in October, DOST FNRI conducted a virtual site visit. October 13, we completed all the and submitted all the documentary requirements. October 16, we signed the TLA. This was signed on behalf of the company by our general manager, Ivan Ceballos. And then from October 19 to 21st, we had our virtual technology transfer training. Next slide, please. Okay, so here are some of the photos. So as you can see, the Nutribun is now bigger. So it comes in two sizes. It's 160 grams and 80 grams. Actually po, yung 160 grams, hindi ko rin po maubos. Pero thankfully po, meron po tayong 80 grams. Next slide, please. So let me walk you through our experience with regard to the development of the e-Nutribun. So at first we had issues regarding standard final weight. So it's 160 and 80 grams, no? So we continuously adjusted our baking process. So we either reduced the baking time or adjusted the baking temperature so that we can hit the target 160 and 80 grams. We also had concerns on how to mass produce and store the squash puree kasi it's steam. And then when we steam it, you add moisture depending on how much moisture is needed, depending on what is in the recipe. Next, we had concerns on how to conduct moisture analysis for the puree. So we had two options for this. We had private laboratories, which takes about 2 to 3 weeks to produce the results. But as of yesterday, I was told by our general manager that DOST Calabarzon can do it for us in a day. So thank you very much. I hope that will push through. Thank you very much, DOST Calabarzon. And the next option is buying a moisture analyzer for ourselves. So which will incur additional cost, but of course this will be subject to cost-benefit analysis. And then there were some delays in the transfer of technology to our production personnel due to the concerns stated above. Of course, if you ask us, we prefer to supply the 80 grams e-Nutribun because it is less labor intensive. The reason for this is yung 80 grams, kasya po siya dun sa machine namin na nagbibilog ng dough. So it's called the divider rounder. So we put the dough there and then we turn it on and then mabibilog na siya and it will be divided into 80 grams. And then our target launching date for this is November 23rd, 2020. Actually, we have been discussing, we have been in talks with some of the principal of the DepEd schools here in Tanawan, in Lipa, and in Malvar. Next slide, please. So let me talk about the benefits. So as I've said, we've already met with some of the DepEd heads here in Batangas. So as of now, as of yesterday actually, We were talking to about 44 schools with 5,440 students. So that's approximately more or less 43,000 Nutribuns, yung 80 grams weekly. So with an approximate sales, sana po matuloy, of 400,000 pesos weekly. Initially, DepEd pa we offered other products since the Nutribun was not yet launched. We will transition to the Nutribun once it is launched on November 23. So with regard to sales, we had an initial sale of 200,000 per week with the DepEd pa. Next slide, please. And that ends my presentation. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a safe day.
Thank you, sir. Talaga naman pong magandang business opportunity itong pag-commercialize ng enhanced Nutribun. Sabi nga ni Sir, profit with dignity. Sana nga po ay matuloy ang pag-supply ng enhanced Nutribun sa ating public schools. With this, let's hear a few words from our Cabinet Secretary and Chair of the Interagency Task Force on Zero Hunger, Honorable Carlo Nograles.
DOST FNRI officials and employees, fellow workers in government, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ako po ay lubos na nagagalak sa pag-iimbita niyo po sa akin upang magbigay ng munting mensahe sa pagbubukas ng National Science and Technology Week. Nabatid ko po na ang tema ng selebrasyon ngayon taon ay agham at teknolohiya, sandigan ng kalusugan, kabuhayan, kaayusan at kinabukasan. I'm pleased to be part of the kabuhayan sector, showcasing how the DOST FNRI's programs contribute towards the advancement of these sectors. Let me bring to mind that the Nutribun project in the 1970s was a joint effort of the Philippines and the United States agencies together with local bakers, designed as a ready-to-eat complete meal for public elementary school feeding programs to fight child malnutrition in our country. In fact, 30 million Nutribun were given to 200,000 children from grade 1 to grade 6 in school years 1970 to 1971. Similarly, with a series of typhoons that struck the country in those years, Nutribuns came as an essential aid to nourish families recovering from the onslaught of these typhoons. Since then, so many stories can be told of this humble bread and from its lengthy hiatus. In July of 2020, the Department of Science and Technology's Food and Nutrition Research Institute introduced an enhanced version, and with innovative technology, the bread of the 70s was reformulated to be more nutritious, delicious, and softer, making it a better version of the existing Nutribun. I remember being a part of its launching as well. In many of my engagements, I've always reiterated that according to the 2018 Fill the Nutrient Gap Philippines Summary Report of the World Food Program, about 1/3 of Philippine households are not able to afford a diet that meets the nutritional needs. More disheartening, with the COVID-19 pandemic, it has made things even more complicated. From our end, we must do all that is necessary, maximizing science and technology to fill these nutrient gaps and better provide Filipino children with healthier food to survive and thrive. The enhanced Nutribun is an example of a science-driven solution that government is pursuing to address hunger and malnutrition. I'm happy to note that the enhanced Nutribun is literally in the oven of 76 technology adopters registered by the DOST FNRI as a result of the agency's aggressive information drive and technology transfer training. Let me likewise underscore that currently the task force on Zero Hunger that I chair has received 76 letters of intent. 9 adopters have attended the virtual training, and 12 more have signed technology licensing agreement. The Philippine government formalized its commitment to end hunger and malnutrition with the launch of the National Food Policy during the closing program of the week-long 2020 World Food Day celebration last October 16, 2020. Crafted by the Interagency Task Force on Zero Hunger, the National Food Policy provides the outline of our national priorities based on a comprehensive understanding of our hunger problem and its related issues, while providing a roadmap for achieving zero hunger, taking into consideration existing laws and issuances as well as international laws and treaty obligations. 6 technical working groups representing 6 key result areas were determined and adopted by members of the Zero Hunger Task Force. These are KRA 1, to review and rationalize existing policies, laws, and regulations related to hunger. KRA 2, to make food available and accessible at sufficient quantities of appropriate quality, thereby ensuring price stability. KRA 3, to ensure consumption and utilization of nutritious food to meet the dietary requirements and end all forms of malnutrition. KRA 4, to ensure access by all people to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food all year round. KRA 5, to ensure that our food systems are sustainable and resilient and stable, especially in times of calamities and emergencies. And KRA 6, which talks about people participation, that necessitates information, education, and awareness. Admittedly, government cannot do this alone. As we address the most pressing needs of providing food during these trying times, we also need to have a systematic and sustainable solution that engages our food producers, our lawmakers, businesses, and the general public. I am very pleased to inform you that the Task Force's Kasapatan at Ugnayan ng Mamamayan sa Akmang Pagkain at Nutrisyon or the Kumain webinar series, whose objective is to conduct collaborative activities relative to addressing hunger and malnutrition, has yielded a big difference in our initiative towards 1. Enhancing awareness of the ongoing concerted efforts towards meeting SDG goal number 2 or zero hunger. 2. Sharing current national government nutrition-specific interventions and feeding programs as well as our future plans. And number 3, eliciting active collaboration between and among the national government, local government units, the private sector, civil society organizations, the academe, and development partners as the country addresses hunger together. Similarly, the Kumain Series initiative of the task force has significantly added to the government's promotional activities to inform sectors on the food production technologies that can be utilized for science and technology-based food fortification. Let me underscore that DOST FNRI has been an excellent collaborator during the Kumain series from Series 1 to Series 3 by sharing the innovations and technologies that can be adopted by our countrymen as an intervention to address the hunger and malnutrition problem in the country, and at the same time, provide economic opportunities to said technology adopters. The IATF Zero Hunger and the OCS team is very honored to have no less than your very own scientist, Dr. Imelda Agdepa, as the resource person who shared DOST FNRI's contribution to address the hunger and malnutrition problem in the country. Moreover, it is very interesting to note that one of your technology adopters, Mr. Rocky Doctor of the Nutridense Food Manufacturing from Region 1, shared with us how you as an organization has been instrumental in facilitating his business venture and has spoken very good words about his experience. Similarly, we were very happy to hear from both the Sultan Kudarat State University and the Davao del Norte State University, both from Mindanao, and have been your partners in sharing the technology adopted from DOST FNRI in their own localities and how it has made a difference in addressing hunger and malnutrition in their own communities as well. For that, let me express my deepest gratitude as IATF Zero Hunger Chair. With almost 2 million malnourished Filipino children benefiting from government-sponsored feeding programs at present, We should all take a mutual stance in prioritizing these households to ensure that these families have adequate and healthy meals for their children. Finally, given your mandate to undertake researches that define the citizenry's nutritional status with reference to the malnutrition problem, its causes and effects, develop and recommend policy options, strategies, programs, and projects for implementation by appropriate agencies, diffuse knowledge and technologies in food and nutrition, and provide science and technology services to relevant stakeholders, and your mission as a lead agency in food and nutrition research and development in the country to provide accurate data, correct information, and innovative technologies to fight malnutrition, let me thank you all, the DOST, FNRI scientists, researchers, officials, and staff, for making a world of difference in the lives of our countrymen and the next generation in addressing the hunger situation in the country through your expertise, dedication, and passion in your respective roles in this organization. Congratulations on the Nutribun Calabarzon regional launching, and we hope to hear more exceptional innovations from you. Together, we recover as one, and together, we end hunger and malnutrition as one. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Sir Nograles. This humble bread hopefully will play the key role to achieve the goal and mission of the Interagency Task Force on Zero Hunger, despite the current pandemic that we are experiencing right now. And hopefully, maabot rin nito ang mga areas natin kung saan evident at mataas ang kaso ng malnutrisyon. At tama ang sinabi ni Cabinet Secretary Nograles na talagang kailangan natin ang buklod-biklod at sama-samang efforts ng gobyerno, private agencies, and syempre, ang ating mga kasama sa publiko para mapababa natin ang hunger and malnutrition cases dito sa ating bansa. Together, let us end hunger and malnutrition as one. This was truly a warm virtual launching. Kasing init ng freshly baked enhanced Nutribun. So to mark the end of our event this morning, let us welcome the Assistant Regional Director for Technical Operations of DOST Calabarzon, Ms. Emelita P. Bagsit.
Magandang umaga po. Maganda at masiglang umaga po sa ating lahat. So nais ko pong magpasalamat sa ating mga panauhin sa ating programa ngayong umaga. Kanina po nakita ko na meron po tayong about 298 participants dito po sa ating Zoom. That is aside from those who are with us via FB Live. Ngayon pong ating programa ngayong umaga. So muli po, nais ko pong magpasalamat sa ating mga panauhin. Pinangungunahan po ito ng ating kagalang-galang Honorable Carlo Nograles, Cabinet Secretary and Chair of the Zero Hunger Task Force, si Honorable Ramil Hernandez, Governor of Laguna, Honorable Lourdes Arcasetas ng Nagcarlan, Laguna, Mayor ng Nagcarlan, Laguna, retired Major General Fernando Mesa ng Alabat, Quezon, ang ating pong kasama sa DOST-FNRI, ang ating pong OIC, si Dr. Milflor Gonzales, ang ating pong former DOST-FNRI Director, Dr. Mario Capansana, ang kapatid po or haligi sa pag-enhance po ng ating Nutribun. Si Miss Sara Clarice Mejino ng National Nutrition Council, Calabarzon, officials and staff of DepEd and DSWD Calabarzon, our future institutional buyers of Enhanced Nutribun. So looking forward po kami in behalf of our Nutribun adapters na magkatulungan nga po ang DSWD at ang DepEd para po mas higit na mapalaganap ang market nitong ating Nutribun. Ganon din po sa mga representatives from the national government and LGUs. sa atin pong provincial, city, and municipal nutrition action officers, sa barangay nutrition scholars and health workers who are with us, sa atin pong mga partner MSMEs, especially po shout out sa ating 8 adapters of the Nutribun technology. Of course, hindi po nating makakalimutang magpasalamat sa ating kapatid sa DOST STII, pinangangunahan po ng napakagandang si Ma'am Beth Padilla. Good morning, Ma'am. At sa kanya pong mga kasamang media partners from Manila and also from the Calabarzon region. Sa atin pong Regional Director ng DOST Calabarzon, ang amin pong Director si Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, ang amin pong mga Provincial Directors ng DOST sa DOST Calabarzon, colleagues from the DOST FNRI, and of course, DOST Calabarzon. Today, we have successfully launched the Enhanced Nutribun in the Calabarzon region bilang bahagi ng pagdiriwang natin ng National Science and Technology Week na may temang agham at teknolohiya, sandigan ng kalusugan, kabuhayan, kaayusan at kinabukasan. At ito po, programang ito ay napapaloob or napapailalim sa sektor ng kabuhayan. Ang Nutribun po ay handog sa atin ng DOST-FNRI at isa po sa mga objective ng pagsusulong ng programang ito ay upang muli nating mabuhay ang Nutribun to combat malnutrition or micronutrient malnutrition. Muli po sa bahaging ito, ang akin pong pagbati, taus-pusong pagbati sa 8 MSMEs na naging kabahagi po o nauna po nating maging kabahagi sa pag-adapt ng Nutribun. So again, thank you po kay Amiras Buko Tart, MRG Food Products, Gemsy's Cake Shop, Golden Wheat Bakery, Swiss Pharma Research Laboratory, Momilo Mio, Panaderia Pantoja, and San Jose Workers Multipurpose Cooperative. At sa mga iba pang MSMEs at LGU na nakikipag-ugnayan na po sa aming tanggapan para sa pag-adapt ng Nutribun technology, umasa po kayo sa aming pag-alalay sa inyo hanggang sa kayo ay maging handa na din sa komersyal na produksyon ng Nutribun. So asahan po ninyo ang pagtutok at paggabay po ng buong pwersa ng DOST Regional Office at ganun lalong higit po sa aming mga kasamahan sa mga focal person po ng DOST Provincial SNT Offices. At sa iba pang mga MSME o panaderya na kasama natin ngayon, patuloy po namin kayong hinihikayat na maging adapter na din ng Nutribun technology para sa sama-sama po nating pagtugon sa kailangang volume or dami ng Nutribun na kinakailangan po ng ating mga institutional buyers, again, the DepEd and the DSWD, at ganun din po sa mga taong nagnanais na matikman ang tinapay na kinalakihan or kinatandaan nating mga batang 70s. So kaway-kaway po ang mga batang 70s na kasing edadan ko. So bilang huling statement po, muli po namin kayong hinihikayat sa patuloy ninyong suporta at tiwala sa Nutribun at sa iba pang teknolohiyang lokal mula sa DOST at sa iba pang Pilipinong mananaliksik. Mahalaga po ang teknolohiya para sa ating pag-unlad at sa ating pagiging matagumpay sa pandaigdigang labanan o kompetisyon sa merkado. So muli po, maraming salamat po sa aming naging kasama at kabalikat sa programang ito ngayong umaga. May God bless us all and keep us safe always. Salamat po.
Thank you, Ma'am Emmy. Ibinabalik ng DOST Calabarzon, ng DOST FNRI, ang Nutribun sa tulong ng ating mga technology adopters na kasaba nga po natin ngayong umaga sina Swiss Pharma Research Laboratories Incorporated ng Laguna, Momilo Mio ng Rizal, Gemsy's Cake Shop ng Laguna, Golden Wheat Bakery ng Laguna, Panaderia Pantoja ng Batangas, San Jose Workers Multipurpose Cooperative ng Batangas, MRG Food Products ng Cavite, at Amira's Buko Tart House ng Cavite. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Alright, that sums up our morning. To be posted on our latest happenings and future webinars, kindly follow and like our Facebook page. That's at DOST Calabarzon. Also, please visit nstw.dostcalabarzon.ph to see the DOST Calabarzon activities in celebration of the National Science and Technology Week. Kabilang na nga po itong regional launching of Enhanced Nutribun. On November 23 to 29, DOST will celebrate the first virtual exhibit and activities of the 2020 National Science and Technology Week. Head over to nstw.dost.gov.ph to witness the week-long celebration of this big SNT event, as we will highlight the science, technology, and innovations in the areas of kalusugan, kabuhayan, kaayusan, at kinabukasan. Again, this is Krija Esperanza of DOST Calabarzon. Thank you so much. Have a good day, and let's stay safe.